Hello there. It's time for my Intentional Tuesday broadcast. Welcome everyone. Turn this around. Come on, there we go. Hi. I'm going to turn it this way. There we go. Hello. Hello everyone. Oh, I don't like the way my hair looks. Ah! I don't know if that's any better, but hello. So remembering to introduce, oh, thank you, Peas and Carrots, right? Peas and Carrots for sharing, and Teresa for joining, Bobby for sharing, yes, and Jimmy Raj 77. So I do have that canister that has Danica's name on it that she's going to sign when I reach 1,000 followers. So hi there, photo girl, and thank you for sharing. And Toily, am I married? No, no longer married, not for many years, actually, decades. Thank you, photo girl, for inviting your followers, and La Canuck and NKOTB78 for and George, let's see, who's saying, oh, sorry for what, so, oh, maybe because I'm not married anymore. That's okay. I'm doing all right. Yeah, so thank you for the hearts, and thank you for inviting your followers. And so today, oh, I was talking about the canister. Yeah, when I get to 1,000 followers, or maybe it'll be in the 900 somewhere, because I like the number 9. We're going to be giving that. I say we because Danica is going to sign it too. Thank you, Melinda and Teresa. So marriage doesn't equal happiness. That's true. That's true. And it can equal happiness. It all depends, right? Right after Valentine's Day. Ooh, interesting topic. So today, we're going to do a short meditation again together, and I'm going to teach you a couple more tips, something to add to what we've been doing with the meditation and the breathing. And I also want to talk to you about salt inhalers. Have any of you heard about them or used a salt inhaler? No comment. Oh, okay, no. No? All right. Oh, good. So this will be new information. I like sharing new information. That's great. And then if you want to, after we've been talking about it, if you want to share your experiences, it broke. Oh, well, Bobby, you must have dropped it, right? I mean, otherwise, I'm talking about one of these guys, salt inhaler. It's just a ceramic container. So so what would you like to do first? Talk about the salt inhaler or do the meditation? Okay, Bobby. Yeah, the salt. Okay, I'll tell you about the salt. So salt inhaler. Oh, I started to introduce myself, I think, and then I didn't. Yes, it's a form of salt therapy. So my name is MahailaMcKellar. I am, I guess, best known as the mother of Danica McKellar and Crystal McKellar. Both of them were on the Wonder Years, Winnie Cooper and Becky Slater. And I am also certified by Dr. Deepak Chopra to teach his meditation technique. I say his, it's not really his technique. It's a technique that's been around for thousands of years, including the mantras, the personal mantras that we give. But he made it so it's easy for people in the West to learn. Hello, Pennsylvania. So, we don't have to go and, sit at the feet of a guru in the Himalayas or something for months hoping for a mantra, or years, however the ancient way was of doing so. Hey, Lisa, how are you? So that's family there, Lisa Amaral. By the way, what is it called? Serendipity? In case any of you are in Austin and you want to get your nails done, I've seen what she does. She puts it on Facebook and she does some pretty cool stuff. Anyway, just a little In case you like, not that I get my nails done. I do too much work around the house and it just ends up getting ruined. Anyway, I digress. So I was telling you who I am. Yes, and certified by Dr. Deepak Chopra to teach meditation. And it's called Primordial Sound Meditation that we teach through the Chopra Center. And I do have a website on that if you want any more information about it. It's my name. So it's www.MahailaMcKellar.com. All right, so the salt. You're welcome, Lisa. And her husband has a business called Oak Hill Printing, I think it's called. Anyway, enough promoting my family. The salt. Salt is a natural antiseptic, and it's been used for thousands of years. They've realized that, like, salt miners who work in those salt caves, they actually have healthier than normal respiratory systems, as compared to miners that work in other kinds of mines. Let's see. And this is a dry salt therapy. For in Ayurveda, they use the neti pots, which is salt water that you put in your nasal passages. And thank you, Lisa, for sharing on Facebook. This is dry. This is dry salt therapy. And all this is a ceramic chamber. And then inside is Himalayan, I think it actually says on here, Himalayan salt inhaler. So it's Himalayan salt, which is, this pink salt that I cook with, except it's not fine like this. It's rock salt. And that's all there is to it. It's very, very, very simple. Well, we're just talking about, I don't know about drinking salt water. We're talking about the salt inhaler. And all you do is you put it in your mouth like this. So you breathe in through your mouth, you hold your breath for a moment, and then you exhale through your nose. And they recommend usually just, each person in a household has their own. And then you just wipe off the outside, maybe with a little bit of salt water or something. But you don't want to get water inside, because then that will ruin the salt, because you can hear it. See, it's all loose in there. All right, so what that does is it gets into your bronchial area and it thins the mucus. It reduces inflammation. If you get swollen with salt, chances are you mean you're eating salt. Because this is basically the same as going to the beach and breathing, or, to the ocean areas and breathing salt air. So so if you have any concerns about high blood pressure or anything like that, if your doctor is okay with you going to the beach and breathing salt air, then you can use the salt inhaler, according to everything I've read. I mean, I'm not a medical doctor, and I go by, trusted sources to me that I read, and then my own experience. Where would you get it? I think you can get these at health food stores. You can get them online. I got mine from, actually from a friend of mine. She's another Chopra teacher. She has an online store. Yeah, it's a salt inhaler. I would say, I think this was about $35, $40, and that included the salt. And then, so you put the salt in on the bottom, and then after a few months, you discard that salt and you just refill with other salt. So I don't know about tonsil, whatever that was. What does it do? Okay, it helps with, I will read to you so I don't miss. Sorry, I know I heard you guys can't hear it on my side. It's this really loud alarm, which was reminding me I have an appointment to go to, so I need to keep this moving. How often do you use it? Well, using it, they recommend 5 to 20 minutes a day. doing this. I don't use it that long. A few months back, when there was a cold going around and a lot of people were getting it and coughing a lot, then I was using it several times a day for probably, I mean, still only about 5 minutes each time. And I didn't get the cold. Knock on some wood here. I never got it. And a very close friend of mine who got the cold from someone at work, and it was really bad. I mean, her cough was so bad, she could hardly talk at all. And it would get better, and then it would come back. And this went on for 2 or 3 weeks. And actually, now that I think about it, oh yeah, I had just purchased a salt inhaler for someone in the family, and I gave it to her. Yeah, this is not about eating salt. This is about breathing salt air. Very different. Anyway, I gave it to her, and that was what finally, you know, helped her turn that corner and actually get rid of that cough. So abatement of bronchial inflammation, removing airborne pollen particles from the airways, cleansing and sanitizing. Right, again, this is not about eating salt, it's about breathing salt air. It's kind of like having a little seaside with you, and you breathe it in. Prevention and treatment of common cold and flu. It says here it reduces snoring. I guess it would if it helps to clear out the mucus, you know, any excess mucus in your body. I also read where some people said when they quit smoking, I guess when you quit smoking, you have a lot of coughing as your body's getting rid of gunk that's in your lungs from the smoking, and so this helps to help get that process over with faster and easier. Now they use the Himalayan salt from Nepal. That whole area at one time was underwater, and it's considered to be cleaner salt than our current sea salt. Does it taste like salt? I haven't really, how's it? Yeah. Yeah, it does. Never really thought about it. Tiny bit. Yeah, because I'm breathing in salt air. Oh, and I read somewhere that you want to make sure that the salt was hand cleaned, because I guess some salt is industrial cleaned, and whatever that means, I assume that means that they use chemicals somehow that does it clear dry breathing during sleep? Stale air breathing, sub for humidifier. I don't know about that. I mean, I can tell you, I use mine just before I go to sleep. It's something I do. I just have it on my bedside table, and as a reminder to use it before I go to sleep. And that's when I prefer using it. So I told you about the hand cleaning. Because I guess the industrial clean salt has chemical residue in it that of course you don't want to breathe in. And that's about it for that. And I did watch a Dr. Oz when I was getting ready to talk to you guys about this, because of course, like pretty much all the different things out there that are, you know, alternative, integrative, and natural, he did a segment on it. So if you go to YouTube, there is a Dr. Oz. Your son deals with how? Well, you know, I mean, check with your son's, you know, doctor and see if he could use the salt inhaler for a few minutes before he goes to sleep. That it could help. And, you know, maybe you'll still need the humidifier. I don't know why you know, what the specific purpose is that you're using it. Himalayan salt lamps, I have a couple. And then I'm not heavy duty into using them. I think they're pretty, and they're supposed to ionize the air. The reason I don't use mine so much is because the room I have them in is so large. I would probably need, you know, many more than I have for it to make a difference. But they do purify the air, etc., etc. Same kind of principle because of the salt, and salt being, you know, having antiseptic properties. So let's see. Oh yeah, and the Greeks did it too. The Greeks called it helotherapy. Hello, H-A-L-O, and hello means salt. No chemicals in the salt. Well, I was talking about the salt that is in, I am not a doctor. That's what I was talking about earlier. Which broke? Oh, your lamp broke. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, you know, you can still the salt itself. I mean, the way those work is the light inside the lamp heats up the salt, which causes the salt ions to go into the air. So if you have another way of warming the salt, you could maybe still get some use out of it. Just a thought. Alrighty, so on to meditation. And we are going to, I know, Jimmy, I just don't want anyone to you know, think I'm a doctor when I'm not. All right, so let's meditate. Does anyone need a review of the alternate breathing or the Soham meditation? Waiting, waiting, waiting. Okay, no one is saying. I mean, if you're putting the okay sign up, Jimmy, I assume you mean that you've got it down already. Oh, okay, you do one. All right, so starting, we're going to do a couple of rounds of alternate breathing. And for that, we take a deep breath in through both nostrils, block a nostril, exhale, inhale, switch, exhale, inhale, and we'll do that. Like I said, we'll do that 2 times. And then we're going to close our eyes. And you can close your eyes when you're doing the breathing too. It's up to you. We're going to close our eyes and we're going to, I'm going to take you through an additional thing that we haven't done before. I'll guide you through it, which will just take a few more seconds. And then we'll do 1 minute of the Soham meditation. I'll have the timer up here just in case someone joins us and they don't know what on earth I'm doing, you know, sitting here with my eyes closed. And in the Soham meditation, you close your eyes, you bring your attention to your breath. You don't try to control it. And as you breathe in, you think the word so, hi, ray of light. And as you breathe out, you think the word hum. And you continue doing that. And silently in your mind. And if at any time you notice that you're thinking about anything else other than that, you don't try to block those thoughts at all. You let those thoughts be and you just bring your focus, your attention back to your breath and the Soham. Thank you for inviting followers. Okay, so everybody set, ready, set, go. All right. Whoa, oh dear. I'm going to fall off my chair. All right, so, oh my, this thing, if it's not on a particular picture, then you won't be, people can't see the numbers. So I have to move this back. All right, let's see how this goes. All right, so sorry about that little delay. So let's begin with our alternate breathing. So breathing in through both nostrils, block one side and breathe out. Breathe in. Switch sides and breathe out. Breathe in. Switch sides and breathe out. Breathe in. Switch sides and breathe out. And breathe in. All right. Now close your eyes and think to yourself, I am, and then your first name and your last name. So I would think I am MahailaMcKellar. And think that 3 times. I am MahailaMcKellar. All right, now think I am and just your first name 3 times. And now think I am. And now think aham, which is the Sanskrit word for I am. Aham. Aham. Okay. Now pay attention to your breath. And start thinking so on the inhale and hum on the exhale. Okay, now stop your mantra and sit quietly for a few seconds, allowing your awareness to come fully back into your body. And now when you're ready, gently open your eyes. Okay. There you go. Oh, here comes some hearts. You're very welcome, Lisa. Now, because we're meditating for just 1 minute, we're only taking a few seconds to come back and before we open our eyes. If you were to meditate longer, say 5 minutes, 10 minutes, then you probably want to take at least a minute to come back. And then, like when I do 20 minutes or 30 minutes, then I take anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes before I open my eyes and really start moving again. You kind of get a feeling for when you're ready to do that. And if you open your eyes and it doesn't feel comfortable, you're like, I'd rather have them closed, go ahead and close them again for a little while longer. You know, you want to be comfortable with this, and you don't want to jolt yourself. You don't want to be like, okay, time's up, boom, and get up, because that just is really jarring to your nervous system. Oh, that's wonderful. Peas and carrots. I want to call you something else. Let me know what your first name is. All right. So yeah, and remember what we did in the beginning after the breathing. Part of our settling in was, thinking your name, first your full name. Holly, hi Holly. First thinking your full name, and then just your first name, and then just I am, and then aham. Do that 3 times each, and that will bring you more and more in touch with your true essential self, getting in touch with your pure consciousness. And then you go into start using your mantra. Alrighty. Oh, hi, Julia. I know you started. I had promised I was going to start at 1:30, and then you did yours at 1:30, so I couldn't see yours. Oh, yes, thank you for the hearts. So I need to run now because I do have an appointment to go to, and please watch the replay if you came in so you can learn late, so you can learn about these additional meditation tips and also the salt inhaler. All right, thank you everyone. Namaste.